everybody, welcome to Seasonal Home Decorating. This is my new blog. My name's Debbie Hoey. I'm an interior designer, and I'm going to be starting a whole new blog, whole new information about how to make your home beautiful and how especially to create a home environment that is a true reflection of who you are. That's my philosophy about decorating, and I want to share that with all of you. So since we're getting into the fall, I'm going to talk about pumpkins, and I have my old pumpkin patch here. Isn't it cute? It's kind of dying back, and actually next year I'm going to have a blog and pictures of it and video of it from the beginning, so you can see what it starts to look like from the get-go. It's kind of on the waning side, but it is October 2nd, so let's look at some of the pumpkins I have. Come on over here. These are the ones that I grew this year. This one, and it's starting to wane. It's not even quite the color I want it yet, but this is called a cheese pumpkin. And I think the reason is because it's got that sort of light yellow cheese color to it. But isn't it pretty? I love the shape of it. And it's going to be beautiful in some of my decorations that I do in the house. But this one's called a cheese pumpkin. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I've got several of those. That was probably one of the best ones that grew out here, which I was excited about. Okay, now let's move over to here. This is, and you'll see more of it when I go in the house with them, but this is one of my Cinderellas, but it hasn't gotten very big, but I've got a real pretty one inside that I'll show you. But you see, this is actually called Rouge de Vie Étape, which is Cinderella's red carriage. And the ones you'll see in the house will show you more what it looks like, because it really does look like Cinderella's carriage. Now, my favorite one I grew this year, I don't know about favorite, but it's certainly the one I got the most of. It's called the neck pumpkin. And look at it. It looks like a big neck with a pumpkin on the bottom. And these really grew quickly and really grew quite profusely in the pumpkin patch. So I've got several of those, and I'll show you again how to use those in decorating. There's another one over there. Why don't you pan over there? Very cool. And you can see why they're called neck pumpkins. They got that beautiful neck on them. What's Maggie doing over there? Maybe we should film Maggie. There's Maggie, our other dog, rolling in the dirt. Hi, Mag. She's got a little leg that's bothering her, but she certainly loves being out here. Hi, Mag. Can you come see the pumpkin patch? Hi, Mag. Oh, you got all dusty. Yeah, got all dusty. She's a good girl. Okay. Another really interesting pumpkin, and it isn't really a pumpkin, it's more of a squash. This is the big, what's it called?
Blue Hubbard.
This is the Blue Hubbard. These guys look like, I don't know, big warts or something. But they grow quite interestingly. And I've got one here, and I've got another really big one in the house. But this is one of the coolest ones we grow, because I just love how the shape is. And it's really interesting and funky for decorating. So let's see if I can tromp through in the patch more. This one, hiding behind all the leaves, this is actually a squash. It is called a sunshine squash, and it's got a real bright, vibrant orange color, so it's really a good one to use in decorating, and I love the big stem. So when we cut that one, that's going to be a really great addition to our arrangement. Okay, let me see if I can move out of here. I even like all the pumpkin leaves. In fact, when I cut my pumpkins, I like to leave some of them on there because I think they look really gnarly and just really add some dimension to the decorating. They just don't look so sterile like some of the pumpkins. I like having all the funky leaves on them. And don't you like what I'm wearing? I think that I look like kind of a pumpkin wearing my fall colors. I think that's very important to do that. Okay, let's move on over here. Interesting to me how the neck pumpkin has probably stayed the greenest of them all as far as the plants. Every year when you grow pumpkins, it's always interesting which plants last longest, and I think this one wins this year. Okay. Moving along, wonderful because they're a really nice size. You can use them in a lot of different areas. Because of that, they've got a nice smooth skin, and they're just so cute. But they're called Little October, so that will be used a lot in my decorating scheme. And I think the other one that's out here, like we've already picked all of our, let's see, we had our little baby boos, and we do have the one left is the Lumina. Let me come over here and show you. That's our pretty white pumpkin. And we only got a couple of those this year, but they're beautiful. They look like they're kind of a white. I think these turned a little more yellow than some. I don't know if they cross-pollinated or not, but I've only got a couple of them, but they are called Lumina because they're white, kind of looks like the moon. That's why they're called that. So these are the ones I grew. I've got a couple more. We actually had a rogue, what I called my rogue pumpkin this year. It was just a jack-o'-lantern one that grew, so I've only got a couple of those. But there's one right there if you want to pan into that one. That's just like your normal everyday pumpkin that you see at pumpkin patches. But it's kind of interesting how they grew. And that's what's kind of cool about pumpkins is, yes, you want to give them lots of water and lots of good fertilizer, but it's interesting how this came up. I didn't even plant it. So obviously it had been here for a while, and the seeds just took off, and we got a few pumpkins off of it. Oh, wait, one I certainly don't want to forget because it's one of my favorites. And again, only got a couple of them this year, and my favorite one's already in the house, but this is called the Jarrahdale. And the Jarrahdale, again, has a real pretty blue flesh to it. And the one I have in the house is really a nice big size one, but isn't it pretty with that blue, the blue skin? And again, it just adds a really nice combination and a good color palette to the pumpkins that I'm going to decorate with. So, that's what I've got out here. And I'm going to take some of these and pick some of them, and then I'm going to bring you inside and show you how to put them all together to make a beautiful seasonal fall decorating arrangement. Thank you.